long time ago, I made a video called "How to Make Utopia," when I thought about um, all the components necessary to technological semi-utopian civilization, and I had mentioned fusion electricity, and I'd mentioned the company Helion Energy, and so fast forward to the present time. Helion Energy has the most aggressive timeline uh, to actively uh, uh, sending clean fusion electricity to the grid. And so they have this project where the expectation is to deliver fusion electricity to Microsoft data centers by 2028. And so they are building the world's first uh, fusion power plant in the state of Washington at the present. And so I suppose I'd like to explain uh, how their technology works. And so if you look up, how a fusion reactor works, you're gonna mainly find a tokamak thing, which looks like a donut. But this is a different pulsed approach. You can imagine like a dumbbell that you'd exercise with. And so at the thick ends of the dumbbell, uh, two field reversed configurations in the plasma state of matter are generated. And then the machine's magnets accelerate those to the thinner center. Um, uh, and so what happens is that the machine achieves fusion relevant temperatures. Then what happens is that upon fusion, the plasma expands. And so because the magnets are configured to accelerate the plasma towards the center, when the plasma expands from the center, it pushes back on the magnets. And by Faraday's law, this causes a level of rate of change of magnetic flux, which in turn is what they call direct electricity recapture. It's very simple. If the magnets are configured to accelerate the plasma to the center, and then after fusion, the plasma expands away from the center, pushing back on the magnets creates that change in magnetic flux and directly leads to recapturing electricity as a result of fusion, which is brilliant. And so they are the company that has the most aggressive timeline to commercializing clean fusion electricity. And so anyway, I thought I'd explain that because it's pretty, there's obviously on their website a lot of technical papers you can read if you want to get into the deep physics of how it's really working, but just to get that out. Now, when I made that How to Make Utopia video, I had a certain appearance. I was still must have been in probably just finishing undergraduate college. And so it's been a while. And so I've evolved and, I look different now. And so there's this whole thing where you have, this social presence, and you're like, oh, good God, I'm glad that I evolved to be much better looking now than I was back then, which is just funny. And so, as a reference, I'll make the image throughout this video a picture of my current face. But anyway, the future will be good. Bye bye.